It's once again, it's your boy, Mr. Victory or Nothing. And we back for another moment of victory. What is this? Episode 6? Man, I'm acting like I've been doing this for a long time. I should know what it is, but I believe it's episode 6. Episode 6 of your moment of victory. This week, it's brought to you by the good folks at Marcus the Ceremony. Shameless plug, I know. Nah. Hey, look, like I said, I'm just practicing for where I'm going. But yeah, episode 6, moment of victory. We're gonna talk about fathers this week. Yesterday was Father's Day, so shout out to all the dads out there, who holding it down. Shout out to all those that's playing stepdad role. You know what I'm saying? They just as important as the real dad. For whatever reason, the biological father isn't in place. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all those who stepping in. Mentors, whatever, father figures, man. All of them is appreciated. So this week, well, for all my new listeners this week, moment of victory is essentially a little moment I like to take to highlight some lyrics in hip hop that I think are beneficial to the culture. They're motivating, whatever the case may be. Not all hip hop is BS right now. I know a lot of it is, what I'm saying, with the mumble rap and all that other stuff. But as a product of the golden era hip hop, 80s baby, 90s raised me. I just think that it is good lyrics out there, man. If you really want to hear some good rap and some good hip hop, whatever the case may be. So the moment of victory is just highlighting, I take a song, take a verse, whatever the case may be from a song that I think has a message that, will be beneficial to everybody else. So this week, I'm gonna get right into it. This week, taking it from the king of the South, the King, T.I., off of his Paperwork album. This song is called I Don't Know. Essentially, the hook goes, I don't know what you done heard about me, but I don't take from nobody. You know what I'm saying? And he starts off with the his first verse. He starts off, he puts himself in a situation. He says, if I pull at the light and then, someone try to take my life or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to go there because I got these kids to think about. So here's what I'm gonna play from the song I Don't Know off of T.I.'s Paperwork album.
I'm hoping for the bed, trying to dodge the strand, but sometimes that just ain't the way that it go. Hey, if a nigga pull up on me at the light and there's some chopper in sight, fell in the night, bet I be letting that go. I gotta make it back home. Major need me to cut it, cartoons on. My baby Daisy catch a feeling about everything. She's sensitive and can't love money. I need to show her how to get it in. The money need me to tell him you want to rap or take it serious then. Plaything or never been. All I did was get it in. Need a nigga to know what a real nigga is. Messiah need me to show him how I broke a deal. So imagine if I went and got killed. Get real, nigga. Hey, every day we out here in the field.
So yeah, like I said, he starts that verse off with, what I'm saying, if a dude pull up on me at the light and I got a chopper in sight, felony not, man, I'm letting it go. I gotta make it back home. So first things first, he understands now, while this may not be a good thing to do, he has in the back of his mind, what I'm saying, I got reasons for the things I do, whether we think they're good or not. And his reasons is all these kids he got, man. He got a lot of kids. He say, felony or not, I be letting it go. I gotta make it back home. Major need me to cut his cartoons on. Major is one of his sons. You know what I'm saying? And he like literally goes through every child. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Major need me to cut his cartoons on. Deja, she's so sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Messiah need me to show him how to broker deals. Damani need me to teach him that if he want to rap, he need to take it serious. And this was a couple years ago. I don't know if you all been following Damani now, but he's actually got a little buzz going, man. He's actually a pretty good rapper. You could tell he's actually, I guess that's one of the things he really paid attention to, that his father was trying to teach him. I don't know if y'all ever watched the T.I. and Tiny show or whatever. They let us into their family. But Damani used to come off as, I don't want to say childish, but because he is a child, But he used to come off like he was just kind of silly. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't, I guess, he really didn't know what he wanted to do. He was always trying new stuff. He wanted to be an actor, wanted to be a rapper. He was just always trying different stuff. He was like really, I don't want to say having a hard time finding his way, but you could tell he just really didn't know what he wanted to do. And he has decided he wanted to be a rapper. He's actually pretty good. Listen to his last project. The name escapes me, but I'm gonna find it before the show is out. But yeah, he's actually been taking things, seriously, and he's building a little buzz for himself. One thing I liked about T.I. during this process, he didn't, just give Damani verses or whatever the case may be. Like, he's like, look, man, I ain't just doing this, man. You need to show me that you're serious. You need to work. You know what I'm saying? T.I.'s always talking about how he's proud of him. He's like, he like, when he dropped it out, he was like, man, you listen, man. You could tell he listened. And look what happens when you listen, like, and you do the work. So, as much as he loves his kids and as much as he does for them, he is a good parent. He's actually always trying to instill someone like T.I., you know what I'm saying? He has a lot to give his children because, not from a money aspect, but, I mean, he's been to jail. He's been poor and been to jail. He's been rich and been to jail. He's been to public, light issues with his wife, not really sure where they are right now. But, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot of experience that he could give him. And, I just feel like this first verse is that him explaining, look, man, I got a lot going for me. I got all these kids and each of them needs something different from me. And that's honestly one I wanted, I guess, to remind the fathers today, those who may not be participating in their children's life, man, you got a lot to offer your kids. It's a lot you could do for them that don't involve money or anything. Like, if you listen to this song again, he talks about how he has to deal with Deja because Deja could be sensitive. He talks about, Neek need me to show her what a real dude is, you know what I'm saying? Because Neek is grown, you know what I'm saying? And she's in relationships and whatnot. She's in that time of her life, young 20s, you know what I'm saying? She needs me to show her, you know what I'm saying, the qualities to look for in a man. Major need me to cut his cartoons on, this is like, oh, he's young, I gotta do those type of things, you know what I'm saying? I gotta handle my baby Deja with care, like, you know what I'm saying? Just different aspect. Damani need me to sit him down and teach him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to, like, do this, these are the things you gotta do. You gotta listen to Messiah, let me show you how to broker deal. So I'm saying all this to say that it's so many things that you can provide your child that don't have to do with money. Like, so as dads, you know what I'm saying, we gotta do better. I'm not saying we not doing better. I tell people all the time, I know there are deadbeat dads out there. I won't dispute that. Ladies, I know y'all say, some of y'all are dealing with deadbeat dads and whatnot. But I honestly don't know any. Like, all my friends, all the dudes I know that have kids, like, they're active in their children's lives and etc. And I just think it's great, especially when a lot of us grew up without our fathers, or if we did have them, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't the best of situations. So I don't personally know any deadbeat dads. But if you are one, or if you're not, this is just another song. Just this song, to me, that first verse is just a reminder, is like, hey, it's so many different things that our kids need from us. And you take someone like T.I., who got like 7 of them. It's like, every individual one he talked about needed something different. And, as one man, he has to be able to provide that for all seven. So, again, just wanted to let y'all know, man, fathers, y'all are important. If no one told you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are important. Y'all are needed. Continue to do your job, man. We know y'all out here. We salute y'all. I'm one. I got one myself, 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. Just continue to do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day, they looking at us. They need us. They depending on us, and we up for the task. So I always, like I say, I always try to keep these. I don't try to keep these too long. You know what I'm saying? Hence why it's called the moment of victory. But just a short moment. You know what I'm saying? Where I just want to drop some jewels on y'all. Again, that was off of T.I.'s album Paperwork. The song is called I Don't Know. And essentially he's like, I don't know what you heard about me, but I don't take nothing from nobody. And that's pretty much how the hook go. And the reason why he can't take that stuff, because like he says, man, he has these children and a wife that, they need him, they depend on him, and he got to make it back to them. So, yeah, man, remember, dads, mentors, people in the father role. There's people out here that need y'all. There's people out here depending on y'all, and, continue to stay the course. That's all for this week's moment of victory. Your host, Mr. Victory or Nothing. Man, you can follow me on IG, Mr. Victory or Nothing, all one word. No underscores, no underlines, no gaps, none of that. Mr. MR, Victory or Nothing. Same thing on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like the video, subscribe to the Mr. Victory or Nothing YouTube page. If you haven't heard the previous 5, you could check them out. And we'll see you next week.
One, two.
In case y'all ain't know, I have my own theme music.
Yo, it's Mr. Victory or Nothing. Yeah, I do a lot of talking, but I ain't about bluff. Got a problem on air, we gon' sit and discuss it. And your mind and your soul, yeah, you know that I plan on touching. That's right, nobody else is this tight. So when I'm saying something, make sure that it's right. Won't ever embarrass myself by assuming IQ is high in music. You should tune it. I sure be 2 levels above them, baby. Trust me, baby, the fans is gonna love me, baby. Talking crazy, but it ain't nothing but joke. And that revenue gon' leave us far from broke. So the only thing left now, say yes to your boy.
Say yes.
Stop second guessing your boy. I'ma win 'cause the Lord blessing your boy. Other stations gon' compete and need a better ploy.
And I'm out.